Welcome back again, guys. Did some more work on the car. As you see, I unmasked a few things. We're pretty much done with the masking tape, at least for those areas. Floor is pretty much out now. And it's actually not in as bad a shape as I thought. Like, this is just surface rust here. There's not actually any rot here. So that'll just be cleaned up with a sander. And over here, I'm going to have to replace this panel. I'm going to use Mitsubishi's ASA program and see if I can find the part number for it. And I'll just try to order a new one from Mitsubishi. If not, I can fix this, but I'd rather just get the new piece. That'll be a lot easier to just weld that on, because just these couple of welds here, it's already almost off. So yeah, but it's coming along. Wasn't actually that difficult. I'll try to get all the welds so that guys wanting to do the swap can see. The first ones of these are kind of under seam sealer, so you have to scrape that off to expose it. But this is pretty much all the welds that you need to look for if you're going to do this floor pan conversion. These around here. And it's more or less mirrored. I noticed that some of them were in different spots. So yours may not be completely identical, but it's going to be close. So that was the two outside. Then inside, you've got a couple here. If you cut all the way through, like this one, it will fall inside that pocket. So try not to do that, because it's pretty much impossible to get back out of there. But if you do, it's not a real big deal. So that is rot. Gonna have to fix that, but it's just a flat piece of metal. So it really, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal to just cut that out and put a patch there. But you can see through here, about just past this low point of the strut tower, there's a handful of double stacked welds, so keep that in mind. Figured out why I was having water come in on my passenger side footwell. That suddenly becomes clear after this conversion, after the floor's out rather. Let me crawl underneath here. So, but yeah, welds along there. We'll just, again, this is a flat piece. We'll just cut this out and put a new piece of metal in there. Haven't removed these lower corners yet. The reason for that is that I noticed there's a few little bracing pieces. This piece here, I don't know if my floor pan has that. And there's a couple little pieces like that, so I'm going to wait until I bring the new pan home before I remove these corners. That way I have something to compare it to. But see, there's a handful of welds inside here that you'll have to get. Here. So, and then a few along the front and on the bottom. These you don't really have to get, but I removed them because there was some bracketry on there. This bracket here. Not sure if I need those or not, so figure I'll just wait on removing any more of that. But so you follow the welds along here. Once you get to this corner here, the welds are on the bottom, so don't try to drill these out because those are on a panel that you'll keep. So get the ones that are on the bottom, and then just kind of follows along here. And it's pretty much the same over here. So I haven't removed the top part of this floor yet, but I'm just being lazy because I don't have to. So I have to fix that. I bent that up a little bit, removing this frame rail. But as you can see, it's the same story over here. This is just surface rust again. It's starting to eat through, but I think I caught it in time to where it won't be a big deal. But yeah, it really wasn't too bad to get all this stuff removed. So, this surface, the rust isn't real bad along here. It's kind of bad here, so I'll probably have to do something about that, but we'll wait until this those whole pockets off to fix that, and that shouldn't be a big deal. I actually have this whole piece. They gave it to me with the Floorpan, and it's sitting outside in our barn right now. So if I end up needing to just replace that, I have the piece to do it, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, so that's more or less it. We're pretty much ready to bring the Floorpan home. And this is Sunday afternoon. I just finished this a few minutes ago. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to bring the floor home sometime this week. In the meantime, I'll probably be cleaning this up, getting rid of seam sealer, getting this down to bare metal, so I can get rid of all this rust here, fix what needs to be fixed, and then I'll rust treat this just like I did with the floor. And yeah, that'll be good. Definitely need to see about fixing this panel here. It's just the top panel. You can see underneath it's really not too bad, but yeah, this is just terrible. This is the reason it's like this is because the evap canister was bolted on right there, and you can see where the pressure kept water out, and that's why the metal looks so good right there. But the evap canister was bolted to that, and pretty much water was getting in between here and just sitting there. And that anytime you have water sitting on the metal, that's pretty much going to cause it to rot like that. That's the reason why it rotted in the certain areas of the frame rails, just because water gets in there and it's got to find a way out. So what it does is it just sits on there, and then it'll rust that spot out. So that's why, like, most of the car's not too bad, but certain spots is really, really nasty with rot. And it's just because of water sitting. And I'm sure that the years of this being somebody's daily driver, and winter time with the salt, and probably not getting washed enough, didn't really help a lot. So, but anyway, that's more or less it for now. Get down from under the car here again. So yeah, see how bad my frame rails actually were here. I was looking at this earlier today, and I ended up just pushing my finger all the way through, so there's really not a lot of frame rail left. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's probably why I was having so much trouble. But as bad as my Evo IV pan was, this stock pan was so much worse. So I think once we get this new floor in, it's just going to be worlds different. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. But I guess we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.